Hello, I'm Diana Ruth Briscoe with Bridges.Academy, and I'm here today with Rachel Elion Baird. She's a transformational hypnotherapist. She has over 4 decades in the healing arts, clairvoyant healer and teacher, including her background with the Berkeley Psychic Institute and Yogini. And I'm so excited to learn more in this upcoming course from you about planetary and universal change. We've heard about planetary and universal change. It's even mentioned in the Revelations, talking about the changes that will happen. But what can we expect when we shift into the fifth dimension?
A lot of people have had fifth dimensional experience and you don't realize it. We've had whole cultures and societies that lasted for, even tens of thousands of years at the 5D level. It's just not recently. Our recent history has been pretty dark. But, think about when you have a really amazing day when everything seems synchronistic and in alignment. Maybe you're out in nature and you feel that connectivity to everything and you know yourself somehow. Like you don't have to think about it. You feel it. It just happens and it can happen organically. And that's a fifth dimensional moment. Um, the thing is,
Yeah,
the ideal or the human potential is to vibrate there all the time and have your life manifest on a fifth dimensional level, which is the level of energy where spirit really manifests. So that's what we're going to work on. And as you cultivate that in this workshop, working on yourself, and are able to determine and hold that frequency clearer and steadier, then you're resonating it out as a presence also. And as you do that, one of the great things that humans are really good at is entrainment. In other words, matching each other. So when you go out into your life, to your loved ones, to your work, whatever, people will, on a subconscious level, they'll be aware of your shifting and they'll try to match you. If you're radiating that much light and that high frequency, there'll be some people who might try to drop you back down to the 3D level. But if you're really able to anchor it in, which we're going to practice in the workshop, then you'll find more people wanting to come up to where you are and letting the light inside themselves radiate on a stronger level. And then everyone's life starts shifting. So it starts with yourself, goes into community, and then it radiates further into, planetary humanity. And that's the goal, right?
yeah. And so it doesn't have to be, I mean, it sounds like it's so inspiring and a way to benefit the
Yes.
planet and the earth. And so many people have this like doomsday or this fear or even resistance. How can we help people to have this more positive attitude of radiating and sharing that with others rather than all these bad things are going to happen?
Yeah,
Earthquakes, tornadoes.
so there's this split going on already. It's already happening. And so there are people dropping deeper into the 3D, and as that happens, there's going to be more and more drama, war, all of these horrible outbreaks. And there's a split happening where more and more people, there's more light also, and more people are rising in the light. So my advice would be do not give any of your energy or attention to fear. Zero, zip, because as you do that, it pulls you down into that 3D level, and then you can experience that level of darkness, fear, struggle, suffering. Why? Just okay, like I'm just not feeding that. You can look at all these triggers in the media, you know, uh, politics, and it's like, okay, so you're giving all of your mental energy, all of your physical energy into what you're afraid can happen. So what does that do? It gives all of your life force to manifest what you don't want. So the opposite is, okay, where do I want to go? What is my true self and true path? Let me give all of my awareness, attention, and energy to that, and then that will manifest. And as that manifests, it radiates that out. So, be part of the change. Don't be part of the problem. Part of the problem is the addiction we've gotten sucked into about being addicted to fear and drama, because it's not really what humanity is supposed to be about. So we're
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
our group, amazing people that are growing and changing, and light workers who want to help others also to change. And we'll be able to really anchor it in and be clear in our bodies, and then we can move forward that way. And just don't give fear one drop of your energy. And I
Yeah.
personally am a firm believer in critical mass. So it's partly why I'm doing this series. My guides were like, okay, you need to go out and teach and help people. Do this right now. It's important right now. So any one of us coming into an awakened state can shift the collective. We don't know which one of us is that magic mathematical number that swings the wave wide to where the ripple is felt, and exponentially people start waking up and shifting out of darkness into light. So collectively we're voting on and negotiating these percentages all the time, but I think statistically something like between 10 and 20% of humanity need to come into the awakened state, being able to hold the frequency for everyone to be able to hold it. So that's not
Oh,
that
that
much.
only 10 to 20%. That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
The magic number is somewhere in between 10 and 20%. Yeah. So
Eh,
so
oh,
yeah.
perfect.
So each one of
And
you going out and then even affecting people around you. So you're not only making your life lighter and more pleasant and how you like it to be, and being and doing what you're here to be and do, but it resonates out everywhere you go with everyone who comes in contact. And it's not about being perfect and always being on or up, or it's just more really being able to anchor the light in to your physical body. So
yes,
people are going to be
and we
directly
have a choice. We
choice.
we we're consciously choosing this, and we have the support with the group. So you
Absolutely.
have people to
See,
continue
that's the
to
great thing about
work
workshopping,
with.
because there's a collective container that the teacher's holding, right? But then everybody that comes together, there's a reason that there are certain people in the workshop together. Maybe you know them as spirit, or you've known them elsewhere, or but the power of the exponential group is energetically, it's a bigger force, and everyone has your back energetically. So there's space being held for you to make these changes, and that resonates, exponentially. So exciting.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. I'm looking forward to being, part of that vibration and participating in this workshop. And
And
I
there's
hope to see you all. Mhm.
there's one other thing I wanted to add about this workshop, because we are going to look at how AI is part of the shift, and there's a lot
Oh,
of
yes.
fear, rightfully so, around AI. And I talk about this in the extended description for the whole series if you want to find out how these all link together and exponentially grow. But um, AI artificial intelligence is ran off of silica, which is one of the life forms on the planet. We have carbon-based life and silicon-based life. Silica is rocks, crystals, gems, stones, inside the earth itself. And we have been using them in a very unconscious way to power everything from our phone, our watches, and now robots, right? So we're actually going to do some healing work on our relationship to the silica form on Earth, so that we can co-create instead of enslaving the life form.
Yeah.
So this is a big workshop.
That.
We're going to do some really important work in class 4. Yeah,
Thank you. This is
yeah.
so needed,
Look forward
everyone.
to working with
I
everyone.
hope you participate. We all want to be a part of that 10 to 20%, and be on actually more. But if we
Yeah.
get 10 to 20% of you all, then there's so much more hope. I'm not to be like, anything, but
Yeah, it's
put focus
happening.
on positive.
Yeah,
It's
focused
happening.
on
Yeah.
shifting the
Focus on
tide
it.
now. It's time. So yeah, look
Thank
forward to all
you.
of you growing and
You all
changing and
register.
and helping the planet. Yeah.
Yes. So thanks for having us. And we'll be in this together, and register below this video is the link. Thank you, Rachel.
You're
We'll see
welcome.
you.
Look forward to seeing you all in class.